I have a Lenovo G50-80. The customer brought this in saying that the start menu doesn't work anymore. When you click start, you'd get a critical error. I've seen that error message before. She followed some instructions online and it stopped doing the critical error, but now the start menu doesn't work at all. You click start, nothing happens. You can still get to settings and so on by right-clicking on the start menu, but the start menu itself is not working. So I'm going to reinstall Windows rather than spend ages trying to find the problem, and it's just easier to just start over. But first I'm doing a backup of our hard disk, and so the hard drive is actually out of this machine, connected to my computer doing a backup. But what I noticed when I was working on this is that the hinge is very loose. I'm going to see if I can zoom this camera out a bit and show you what I mean. So when you open it, if I just leave it go, I'm not putting any force on the lid, it just comes open. And if you look at the back of the computer here, when I go to open it, it just feels like there's the whole hinge is moving. I feel like the hinge is very loose. So I'm gonna open this up and give it a clean. I'm finding that there's stuff inside this computer and it just needs a good clean. So that's what I'm going to do today while I wait for this disk to copy. Oh, I had already taken the screws out when I took the disk out. So the hard drive was here. One of the hard drive screws had not been replaced properly. It was lying in there sideways where it should be screwed in. The other 2 or 3 were fastened properly. It just feels so wrong. So there's a screw here that goes through. It has the keyboard icon on it, so I assume that that's going through, fastening into a boss on the bottom of the keyboard. Let me just look and see, is there any other screw inside here? I'll probably want to disconnect the wireless antennae. I don't think that was actually fastened. Okay, so I just need to take the rest of the screws out of there, and then we'll see what it looks like. There we go. That lid was not held in at all. There were no screws. That's why it felt so bad. Oh, there are screws, but the plastic is completely gone. Okay, this is a problem. The bottom case here is broken, where the screws go in. So the hinge is here, and each of those screws is attached to part of what was the part of the bottom case. So I might look and see what other people have done online. Might also look to see how much the bottom case panel is for this computer. I'm back. I've ordered a new bottom case for this, $12.95 or 15 pounds all told on eBay. So I am going to piece this back together in a way that makes it safe so that I won't do any damage to it while it's waiting for the new part. So the Windows 10 in-place upgrade didn't work. I backed up the hard drive, specifically backing up the files that the customer said they needed, and then did a fresh install and restored the files to the computer. So now the computer is in a very good working state from a logical perspective, but physically we still have the broken hinge, which I've got everything tightened up as tight as it can go, and it feels all right, but it's still really dodgy. So the broken hinge, the missing key from the keyboard, I found a keyboard for 10 pounds, so I thought I'm going to just replace the keyboard. And also the computer doesn't charge unless you hold up on the power jack. That might be related to the broken case parts in here. So when I replace the lower tray because of the hinges, it's possible that this will have better support and we won't need to replace the power jack, but I have a new one just in case. This bottom case came with the speakers and it's just brilliant. It looks great. It's got the Windows 8 sticker on there, just like the original computer. So yeah, now all I need to do is completely disassemble this computer and put it back together again. Okay, I'm happy that the keyboard and mouse are working. Let's just check the num. So we've got arrows. Everything seems to be working fine. Just gonna run Windows Update one more time and then call it a day. This has been a success. Thanks for watching.